Hello, friends and esteemed adventurers. Welcome to another noob's adventure into Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Last time we lost our Vinestalker fighter of Nemelex to a pretty nasty troll in D11 or 12. I watched that footage and I definitely could have lived. I could have summoned things or I don't know. There were a bunch of things I could have done, and I didn't really realize that at the time. I could have used a wand and maybe confused him or paralyzed him, something along those lines, and I think I would have bought myself an extra turn. Um, so this time, we're going to try something different. This is another character that I have really enjoyed recently. So now we're going to try a Merfolk Transmuter. I don't know what god we're going to pick yet. I was thinking about that earlier. We have a lot of good choices. The last one I tried was Nemelex, and that's why I decided to go Nemelex on the Vinestalker, but we'll probably try something different on this one. So for the start, I like to basically just focus on transmutations with a little bit of spell casting. We're not really going to need damage quite yet, and I'd really like to get Spider Form up and running, because Spider Form makes the early game quite a bit less stressful. So that's sort of the goal right now. I have played this character to, I want to say level 20 or 21, and I ended up dying to drawing a Wrath card because I used not triple draw, I used draw 5 on a deck that didn't have 5 cards left. And I was in dragon form, and Nemelex ended up, he's an enchanted short sword. I hope that's not distortion, but I don't think it is. I ended up drawing the Wrath card, and I smited myself for like 64 damage or something crazy like that, and we just got destroyed. So I need to slow down a little bit. I just made my first mistake. I let that goblin get a few extra hits that really just weren't necessary. So let's let's focus a little bit more. We do have Beastly Appendage right now, which I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is just my lack of understanding, but I feel like it's kind of a stupid spell. I feel like it doesn't really do anything. I mean, I know in my head that it does, and well, not in my head, but I know, you know, just based on the spell description that it does. Oh, I just made another mistake. This is not going well. Whatever. By the spell description, I know it does something, but I don't know. It feels like a completely boring spell to me, I guess. So I'll probably end up amnesia, or using a scroll of amnesia on that. But for now, let's go ahead and memorize Sticks to Snakes. This is one that I actually do really like, just because it helps a lot in this early game. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong button. Okay, so he just has a regular dagger, so we'll go ahead and appendage. So clearly there, like, appendage does something. It gave me some extra damage there. I guess I don't have a good enough understanding of mutations and things like that to understand really how that helps us. I also know that once we get gloves and boots and a helmet and things like that, we can't cast it at all. So it's just for right now, we'll use it. I chose Merfolk over Draconian. I know Draconian Transmuter is a pretty popular choice. I chose Merfolk for 2 reasons. One, their start I find is a little bit easier because they can use a rogue. I don't know, maybe I just am not good at Draconians, but almost every Draconian Transmuter I've tried has died before getting level 7. So it's just not something I'm very good at, and I don't know why that is, but I've had better luck. Oops, I've had better luck with Merfolk, so I think I'm just gonna keep working on that. Merfolk also, I don't know if they have. Let's check their aptitudes. Yeah, this transmutation aptitude is +3, so Spider Form comes online really fast, which is really nice. So we're gonna stick to snakes again here. Well, I was hoping to put the null between me, or the snake between me and the null, but we didn't get that lucky. So we're going to pillar dance a little bit. Hopefully our snake will constrict him and slow him down. Okay. We'll do that again, and we miscast. We're in trouble here. This Knoll can definitely kill us right now. So we're just gonna keep pillar dancing, and luckily we're 2 squares away from him right now, so we can kind of run for a while until we regen a little bit of health. I realize this is pretty boring to watch, so let's go ahead and we miscast. Oh wow, I don't know what happened there. Maybe somebody can explain that. I guess I didn't take damage. Never mind. I thought he killed me and the ball python. So he killed the ball python in 1 hit. Obviously, this is a challenge. So we got another ball python. This time I was able to put the python between me and the Knoll. So I'm going to just use this opportunity to run. We could try to kill the Knoll with the python helping us, but I would much rather try to lose this guy if we can. I don't know if I'm gonna be successful with that, but I am gonna try. Let's go over here. Oh, not quite. Yeah, this is not going well. Introducing the epic battle of Oxyconn the Changer versus the Knoll. We got an adder. Okay, so he's poisoned. That's gonna help. And we're almost in 1 hit range, if we're not actually in 1 hit range. But it looks like he just died. So that adder helped us a lot. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Adder. And we can move on. We're almost level 3, and let's see if we... Yeah, we're already only at 34% failure on spider form. So once we get another level, and another level or 2 in transmutation, spider form is going to be castable, and that's going to help us quite a bit in this early game, at least until we get you know, some of the later forms castable. Hopefully, obviously, we'll find statue form. I really like dragon form. It's one of those forms, I remember when I first got it, I felt like it was kind of in this weird space between statue form and blade hands for damage versus defense, but it seems to work really, really well. It gives you a whole bunch of health, it gives you a whole buttload of damage, and it gives you pretty good defense. It lets you fly. The main drawback to dragon form is it gives you a really high metabolism, so you end up eating a lot, and that tends to be really frustrating. So I made another mistake here. I should have already memorized spider form. It's not that big a deal right now, but I need to pay a little bit more attention. So yeah, as you can see, we're at 30% chance to fail. Not great, but it is faster than other starts. So hopefully, you know, we'll get another couple levels here and we'll be able to cast that. So let's see. What's Beastly Appendage? Wow. Oh, he has a short sword of draining. Okay. In that case, let's stick to snakes, because I don't want to get red drained. And sticks to snakes, yeah, we're almost out of arrows. We only have 4 left. But arrows are really common, so I'm not too worried about it. We can be a little bit more conservative about it maybe now. But once spider form comes online, we won't have to use it all that often. So I'm not too worried. Is that D1? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Cool. D1 complete. We had a pretty close call with a Knoll, unfortunately, but we did make it. As any experienced crawler knows, and I'm not experienced, so I don't know this. I just know it because I suck. D1 tends to be really dangerous because you run into just nonsense like that is really difficult to deal with. Like that goblin who almost killed us. Craziness. Alright, so we're at 38%, but that's also because of the drain. Once that goes away, spider form, there's a good chance it's going to be castable. Okay, we got teleport trapped. Not fun, but it's D2, so really not the end of the world. I had one character, actually my other Merfolk Transmuter was in Snake 4, and this is frustrating. was in Snake 4 and ended up getting not teleport trapped, but one of the enemies teleported me into the rune room, and that was just a whole bunch of not okay. So it looks like I'm going to be able to lose these gnolls. I probably could deal with them, but I'd rather not yet. I'd rather wait until spider form becomes castable. That just seems like a lot of risk that we don't need to take right now. So I'm not going to. So as far as gods go on this, like I said, I have a couple ideas. Let's see, what do we have? Yeah, so invocations is +1, which means that really just about any god we pick, we will be able to utilize fairly well. One that I was thinking would be really fun, but realistically I would just end up dead, was Kazlal. Kazlal has a lot of power, but the amount of noise that he makes tends to be a huge pain. It'll just pull everything on a given floor. So I was thinking like something like statue form plus Kazlal could be really strong, but I think the only thing that would wow, okay then, this is a problem. I hope this is cure. Okay, that was heal wounds, so let's sticks to snakes. We get our own adder, and we're gonna try to just kill him. There we go. Okay, so that was a little bit of a bad situation. Now we were lucky there, and we ended up quaffing heal wounds, but that could have been a lot worse. Anyway, what was I saying about gods? Kazal and statue form. So obviously statue form to give us a whole bunch of defense, a whole bunch of AC, and be able to live versus a bunch of enemies. It's obviously not, probably not perfect. It's not the best choice, but it's something I was thinking could be fun. So if we found Kazlal on like D2 or D3 or something like that, I'll think about it, but I don't think I'll end up doing that. Another option that I've seriously considered is Zin. I think Zin is really cool because the recite ability seems really strong if you have high invocations. So that's another option. By the way, as soon as we get spider form up and running, we're going to drop this club. We're just using it for now. Another option, and this is probably the most serious option I've considered, is Akawaru for heroism and for armor gifts, things like that. So it's just going to be a matter of who we find. But I'd say my first choices would be Akawaru or Zin, and we'll go from there. So we'll just see if you guys are watching this video and you have a better idea for like what a good god might be for a character like this. Let me know your thoughts. Very likely I'll have already picked the god by the time you decide to comment about it. But still, it's something I'd like to understand better. Because Transmuters, to me, they're a really fun combination, and I really enjoy playing them. But in terms of god choice, I don't exactly understand the theory behind them. They're sort of like a hybrid melee / caster, but sort of not really. So like if I wanted to go a caster side of things, I could go like Vehumid or Sifmuna. But I kind of don't. But they also kind of don't work like a meleeer because they don't have, they don't use a weapon. So a lot of the, like Trog, well, obviously not Trog, but like Akawaru tends to be the strongest on a character that uses a weapon, right? Because he can give you the weapon gifts. But that's not going to help us at all. So really, while Akawaru is a super strong god and heroism and finesse are really good, I'm wondering if there's a better choice. I know Che used to be a good one, but I think I've read that he doesn't really work anymore, because our damage isn't going to scale necessarily off our base stats like it used to. I could be totally wrong there, and I could be misunderstanding something, but that's just the way I've understood it. We could also choose like one of the what I call fighting gods, like Usk or Wujian Council. I don't really like Wujian Council after the recent change. I used to really enjoy that god before that, just because of whirlwind and bouncing off the walls and things like that. And I think that could be pretty strong with blade hands and dragon form, etc. But I'm just not sure. So this is exactly why I didn't really want to deal with those gnolls yet. Can we? Spider form's not really castable just yet, so we're just gonna keep trying to. There we go. So now we've got a snake that will tie him up for a minute, and we should be able to use that to get away. Good. Okay. We could try to cast spider form, and that would work, but I don't think it'll actually cast. So let's go ahead and sticks to snakes again. Okay, we got an adder. So the adder should be able to kill a couple of them. Okay, yep, he did kill one of them. We still have the one here, both of these with a spear, so that definitely makes me a little bit nervous. This drain is really annoying. Let's sticks to snakes again, and we got another adder. That's good. So you know what? While the adder is going to buy us a turn, if I was playing super optimally, actually, you know what? I am just going to run. I'm going to go for these stairs. Okay, so that one gnoll is dead. That means we only have the one left. Let's see if the adder can kill him, and he can't. So we're just going to go up the stairs and just say screw that nonsense because I don't want to deal with it right now. So we'll go down another set. This is like the world's longest D2. That's okay though, that's what it takes to live in Dungeon Crawl, right? How are we doing? Still not really castable until that drain goes away. We can pick up the spear. That'll do a little bit more base damage than the club until spider form is castable. As you can see, we can just chase bats forever. They're always fun. Okay, so we'll call D2 done. I realize there's still a gnoll on there, but that's just not something I want to deal with right now. Okay, so that was an altar of Ashen Zari, which, you know, like a lot of the other gods, you know, people have always told me, oh, Ashen Zari is really strong, and I don't disagree. I just don't really understand how to play him. So that's something that I'm not going to do right now, especially because this adder might just kill me. There we go. Okay, we're good. We are having a pretty challenging start right now, but that's okay. Okay, so he has an enchanted axe. We might as well sticks to snakes. We have 100 arrows. We'll let the snake take the brunt, and then we can handle it from afar by evoking our spear. Awesome. Okay. And we did. Looks like we did gain a level in transmutation, so we're almost there. And obviously, spider form isn't gonna just all of a sudden solve all of our problems, but wow, does it help! It gives you obviously the venomous bite, and it gives us a whole bunch of EV, and it's just gonna make our lives so much better for now. Okay, so we found a wand of disintegration. We also have a wand of polymorph. A couple of useful things. I tend to not like polymorph because you can turn something into something super dangerous. And again, I'm just picking up weapons that are going to do a little bit of damage right now. We miscast sticks to snakes. That's annoying, but such is life. So let's go ahead. Yeah, this is kind of more what I was looking for. Now we both can get attacks. Cool. Okay. And we'll pick up the war axe. Same deal there. Just looking for the highest damage weapon just for now. We're not going to be training weapons, we're going to be training unarmed. Let's bring the jackals into the hallway because they're faster than us and we don't want to get surrounded. We have reached level 5. Does that help us with spider form at all? Not really. I'd really like this drain to go away. If you guys could make that happen, that would just be grand. Okay, so we've got 2 worms. As you guys know, worms hit really hard, but they're really slow. So I'm not that worried. We'll go ahead and beastly appendage for all this nonsense. And we're good. Awesome. We are still drained though. Game please. Oh, and when I said we had 100 arrows earlier, that I was just reading stones. We only have 7 arrows, so we definitely need to worry about that just a little. Okay, we found gloves. Excellent. We'll take that 1 AC. Ah yeah, so strong. Also, when I said Zen earlier, that was total crap. I just realized that Zen doesn't let you transform, so never mind on that idea. I do love Recite, but that's not going to work on a Transmuter. I totally forgot about that. Okay, so that was a bit of a misplay. I really should have done Beastly Appendage much quicker and not let him deal so much damage to me. But now we've got Spider Form basically castable. So let's go ahead and turn on Unarmed. We're going to drop our axe. There it is. And let's go back to the staircase and read a couple scrolls. So we've got Identify here, that's excellent. We've got Remove Curse too, also excellent. I think, didn't we already find, yes, we did find Heal Wounds, so if we find Curing, then I would be comfortable IDing more of my scrolls. But we've ID'd all of the potions we have. Okay. So we're good to go there. I'd say once Spider Form gets a little bit more reliable, I might focus something on fighting or dodging. But for now, I think we need to keep it castable. I do want some spell levels, which is why I've got spell casting. Once spell casting gets to 4, I'll probably drop it in favor of either focusing unarmed combat or fighting. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and Spider Form. And yeah, as you can see, it's just much stronger than anything else we've dealt with. Let's go ahead and Spider again. Cool. We got an Identify. You guys know I love my Identifies. And let's keep going on our adventure. So now that we've got Spider Form sort of up and running, life's feeling pretty good. What do we have here? A Formicid Abyssal Knight. Okay. So, luckily his axe is not branded, it's not chaos, it's not distortion. So we can pretty safely just kite this guy back to the staircase. And you know what, let's go ahead and pull the Hound up. We'll go ahead and Spider Form and take care of the Hound. And then I don't feel like going down this staircase right now and giving him an extra hit. So we'll X that off and we'll go down another staircase. Yeah, this will work. And let's go ahead and Spider Form. Okay, we miscasted it, but that's okay. So we're Spider Form now, and let's just try to kill him. This may not work. Yeah, that's not working. So let's go back upstairs. And we'll X off that one as well. So we do have one more staircase to try. No, we don't. We don't have a hatch either. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to go down this one, and we're gonna have to try to lose him or something. This is interesting. What about, we have some wands, I think. Would disintegration do anything? Yeah, disintegration would hit him pretty hard. We also have a few sticks for sticks to snakes. So let's go ahead. The reason I'm even doing this at all is because these are only the two staircases that we have available. And unless we lose him, we're going to have to figure out a way to kill him. So let's go ahead and Wand of Disintegration. That didn't do a whole lot. So let's summon just a couple more snakes, and then let's go Spider Form. Okay, we miscasted Spider Form, but we still have 4 mana. Okay, Spider Form was successful. Okay. We could invis and just run if we had to. Wait, can he see invisible? He can see invisible. Okay, so we can't do that. Wait, how hard does he hit? 11. Okay. That sucks. Our Spider Form just ran out and we don't have enough mana to get back into it. Now we do. Okay, we might be dead. I could just run up the stairs and pray. I could run. I'm gonna hope my snakes tie him up, but I don't think they can. And I'm gonna try to kind of run away and get enough health, get up to 11 or higher, and then run back up the stairs. Because we're in one-shot range right now, and I don't want to risk that. That's frustrating. We used a lot of consumables there and basically got him nowhere. I am not sure what to do here. We could basically say screw it to D4, and we could go down these stairs over here and deal with D5, but that does leave us open to some nonsense if there's anything at the bottom of this staircase. However, I can't really think of a better way to kill him right now because we don't really have any wands to work with. We can't fear him. This scroll could be something useful, but I kind of doubt it. So I did just realize something though. Let's go up the stairs. Yeah, this was another misplay. We can use Blade Hands, and that should help us quite a bit versus him. So we're going to basically try the same strategy. Now Blade Hands is also not very castable. 28%, not good. But we only need to really get it to land once. So if we can always kite this thing and run away. We're the same speed as him. Random energy could kill us, but he only does 11 damage. So I think this is going to work. We're going to run down here. And we're not going to bother with, well, we'll stick to snakes once. Yeah, we got an adder. Okay, that's good. And let's try to get Blade Hands. And we got really lucky, and Blade Hands worked. So I am going to move forward. Yeah, 2. Now my adder and I are both hitting him. I've got Blade Hands. And this should be enough to take care of him. Fantastic. Okay, so that was another misplay. I'm not playing great tonight, as you saw on my Vine Stalker, but that's okay. The night's almost over. After I make this video, there's a good chance that I'm going to call it a night. I have a couple things I have to do tonight, so I might get one more segment, but I'm not sure. And then we can resume our quest tomorrow. But yeah, that was absolutely a misplay. I should have noticed that I had gained a level, and I could do Blade Hands. So let's turn off spell casting. We don't need that right now. We do need transmutations to get Blade Hands up and running. But I'm going to go ahead and that point that I took out of spellcasting, I'm going to put into fighting for now. And the reason I'm going to do that instead of dodging is because Spider Form gives us quite a bit of EV. And so right at this moment, it's not a huge deal to have extra dodging, and I do want that fighting for the HP. And we don't really need to just like completely focus on transmutations because Spider Form is really strong. If Spider Form wasn't good and we really wanted Blade Hands up and running, then we would drop everything for transmutations, but it's not that necessary right now, because Spider Form's basically just gonna do the work. And as you can see, it's just doing wonderfully. Okay, and there's nothing in here that we want. That quarterstaff could be fun, but we can't use a staff in our forms, so we're just not going to worry about that. Okay, is that D4? Almost. Okay, so Mr. Wizard here went invisible. That was rude. Yeah, Spider Form is just completely excellent at this level. So I'd like to point out that that battle versus the Ghost, another perfect reason why I'm making these videos at all. That is absolutely something that I would have struggled with by myself. I wouldn't have taken the time to notice. I probably would have gone down to D5, and I probably would have run into something spooky and died. Hepliacocana. I could actually see this being a lot of fun. It could give us a tank or a hexer. I'm trying to think if there's another god that I'd want more besides Akawaru. Obviously Akawaru would be really great. Yeah, I'm gonna do this because that sounds like a lot of fun. I haven't played this in a long time. Actually, you know what? I didn't realize this life essence is reduced by 10%. I think that's enough to make me walk away. I wasn't really sold, but that would have been fun. The ancestor you get can be really strong. And while we don't really need a tank, because ideally we'll have statue form or dragon form, we could have used a hexer. That would have been cool. But that's okay. We're just going to keep trying. So D4 is complete thanks to Blade Hands. We don't yet have enough spell levels for Ice Form, but I'm okay with that. Ice Form is great. You basically become invincible, again, or immune to cold and resistant. It does give you Arpoi, which is great for Lair, but except for adders, there's not a whole lot in the dungeon that can really spawn a whole bunch of poison, at least not until like late dungeon. Obviously worker ants can, I hit the wrong button there. Worker ants can, you know, things like that, and adders early on can, but other than that, there's just not a whole lot that is super dangerous that is poison related. So I'm not gonna worry too much about not having Ice Form yet. Once we get to Lair, we definitely want Ice Form. Horny toads and snakes and things like that, black mambas, we don't want to deal with that without some art poison. So we found the temple, and we're presented with several options here. So what I think I'm gonna do, because I just haven't really figured out what I want to do. Did we not find Oka? Okay, we didn't find Oka. We have, like I said, we have lots of options. I really like Gozag as a god. He can be really strong, and I might do that, but I haven't really decided. I guess right now I'm kind of tossing up between, because I think I want to pick one of these. I don't think I want to hold out for Akawaru. I could pick Gozag. I could pick McLeb. Could be really fun with his demons and destruction and things like that. I have a feeling that's what I'm going to end up doing. Rue could be really fun. Fedos could be really fun. So I think what I'm going to do, this video has gone on about 35 minutes. I think I'm actually going to call it here. I have to go clean my kitchen, so I'm going to go take care of that. And then when I get back, I'll have put some thought into it and maybe ask in Discord about what gods you guys think I should choose. And we're gonna call it there. So that was a bit of a rough start, but we did get off our feet, and we're moving pretty well now. So talk to you guys soon.